You, what up? What up, folks? Let a couple. Let it wait for a second. Shout to the gang. Peace to everybody that ends up showing up on the playback. Black Brown Table, LOS Research Team, gang. What's going on, folks? What's cracking? We're gonna get started in a second. I ain't gonna try to hold y'all again tonight too long. Just sitting here. I was going through some shit, and I hope y'all got to see that Mona Lewis joint. I was going to do her tonight, but we kind of covered her a lot over the last couple of dark muses that I did. So I thought that I'll pick a little quick John about some artists that we are kind of familiar with and have kind of like a discussion about taking yourself too serious and being human, just making mistakes and shit like that. And this is kind of like a little leeway into that and how people perceive you to be. But I'm gonna give it a little second. Some shit can get popping a little bit. Other than that, what's going on with everybody? Put something in the chat. What's up? Peace to everybody that's in the building. Vyasa, Idivio, thank you for showing up. While we start to get ready. I'm about to please pick up my dude. Get on that. Good. All right, I ain't gonna go waste too much of your time. Let me get into it. Start setting this joint up real quick. Yeah, quick little video. Can y'all see that? Put a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can see if I gotta make it larger or something for you. Is that better? All right. The Niggerati was the name used with deliberate irony by Wallace Thurman for the group of young African American artists and intellectuals of the Harlem Renaissance. Niggerati is a portmanteau of nigger and literati. The rooming house where he lived and where the group often met was similarly Christian Niggerati Manor. The group included Zora, Neale, Hurston, Langston, Hughes, and several other people behind Thurman's journal Fire, which lasted only one issue in 1926, such as Richard Bruce Nugent, an associate editor of the journal, Jonathan Davis, Gwendolyn Bennett, and Aaron Douglas. The African American bourgeoisie tried to distance itself from slavery of the past and sought social equality and racial integration. The Niggerati themselves appeared to be relatively comfortable with their diversity of gender, skin color, and background. After producing Fire, which failed because of a lack of funding, Thurman persuaded the Niggerati to produce another magazine, Harlem. This too lasted only a single issue. So I just wanted to give a quick background before I go into deep. Peace, Chauncey. Peace, Vyasa again. Peace. Yo, so I'm using the Niggerati as the example of not taking yourself too serious because really, Thurman was critical of their work. In his autobiographical novel, Infants of Spring, which I'm going to put a link in if I didn't already put the link in, he referred to Harlem literati, whose pretensions he often considered to be spurious and whose achievements he often considered to be second rate as the Niggerati. In the novel, Sweetie May Carr, a character modeled on the real-life Hurston Christians, the Harlem rooming house, where Dr. Parks, modeled on the real-life Alan Locke, establishes a saloon of artists, Niggerati Manor, just as in Thurman's own rooming house was in real life. Thurman himself was infamous amongst that literati. Although popular amongst the younger bohemian crowd, Thurman rejected what he called the society Negroes. He himself and as many others of that literati did, would hold parties on Saturday nights, which Langston Hughes described as the Big C. By observing at the Wallace Thurmans, you met the bohemians of both Harlem and the village. Recalling the days of Niggerati Manor, Thelonious Lewis. Those were the days when Niggerati Manor was the talk of the town. The story got out that the bathtubs in the house were always packed with sour mash, while gin flowed from all the water taps, and the flush boxes were filled with needle beer. It was said that the inmates of the house spent wild nights and tough hunting, excuse me, and the diversions of the cities of the plains and delirious days fleeing from pink elephants. Needless to say, the rumors were not wholly groundless, excuse me. Where there is smoke, there must be fire. In the case of Niggerati Manor, a great deal more smoke came out of windows than was warranted by the size of the fire in the house. That was Thelonious Lewis talking trash. But so I wanted to read that part too because Wallace also thought that they didn't really put out a great deal of good work compared to others, and they were pretentious about their style and who they thought they was, and that's where I was like, sometimes we do take ourselves a little too serious about who we are, which you should do. You should take pride in your work as an artist, and you should always want to be on your shit. But also allow yourself time to grow as a person and grow as an artist, and don't be so rigid and think that you so above some shit that you can't learn, or that there's not more out there for you to dip your fingers into. I apologize. Excuse me. And so let me check something here. I thought I had put the links in there earlier, so I'm gonna drop a couple of links real quick and get this. I'm gonna open this up too if y'all still following along or whatever. This is the link to the magazine that they created. Yeah, like the Lord, my brain is over here going in overload with this. Thanks. You never heard this information, but man, just the name alone. The name alone, bro. I agree completely, Vyasa. The name alone is what really drew me to it. And then the more you read about it, like in Infants of Spring, he's telling the story of the Harlem Renaissance with these characters, but these main characters that we already grew to love. You see what I'm saying? So he got Neale Hurston in there, Elaine Locke. You know what I'm saying? I was just reading out of his shit. That whole shit from Edmonia Lewis is from his book, even though it needed to be updated. So I put the link in, some more information in the description. And so that goes back to the whole hero worship type of situation that be happening. Like even with me with Hubert Harrison, bro. Like at one point, bro, I was like zealoted out on the bull. You know what I'm saying? But then I got checked. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to stop and be like, these people have flaws too. We're only just human. You know what I'm saying? And so with that, when this was in my notes, I was like, let me just do a quick joint on Niggerati Manor and shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is cool, bro. It's they was a group of artists, bro, and we get a little peek into how they really viewed shit at the time and viewed themselves. And the bull Wallace wrote a lot of shit. Like I got a reader. I'll put a link to that too. I thought I did already. I think it came off when I stepped off, but I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you, bull. I got you. I'm about to put the I'm about to show you the joint here. I'm gonna borrow it real quick. You can find it on archive.org, Infants in Spring. You can dive in there. In his reader, which you can download for free. He got snippets of it, but not the whole book. But you could just rent the book. Go to that link right there. That's Infants in Spring. That's the actual book that he was discussing. Everybody and how it was going. Khalil, what's going on? I hope you checked out that Edmonia Lewis joint I put in there earlier today. I dropped that joint like early this morning. I don't know what time it was, to be honest with you. It might have been like 10:30. You know what I mean? Again, I ain't gonna go too crazy. I'm probably gonna bring Bra up if he up tonight and shit, coach. And then if Zane jump in here, definitely want to interview Zane tonight if possible. But I just bring up the Niggerati again, just on some old let's know more about the actual time and in reference to the Harlem Renaissance. There was more than just the Harlem Renaissance. There was also the Chicago and Pittsburgh, no doubt. And she definitely Khalil, bro. She's a fire John, bro. There's a woman who wrote a book about her. I'm thinking about getting it, but I want to get through these other books first. The James Porter and finish up with Elaine Locke's John. And then once I'm through there, then it's pretty much going to be, personal and getting to know my shit a little bit better. But some more shit too. I might do something with that hip hop headphones. I don't know if each one teach one gonna bang something out for that shit. But that shit is fire for real. Niggerati sound like the modern day clothing brand, somewhat, but you know what I mean. I was thinking more along the lines of literary, bro, because just to stick with it. Nah, see, because that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say Kanye because Kanye, um, his ego is bigger than a lot. He might have been the whole. His ego might have been only matched probably by Hubert Harrison's, bro. Hubert Harrison had an ego out this world. He really did think he was the shit. But personally, he used to write in his diary about his shortcomings, and that's again a humbling moment. And so again, we bring it back to how he was discussing how they got down. Man, I know it's dope. Jive turkey. Um, and again, we gotta just sometimes bring that shit down. You know what I mean? Let's check ourselves sometimes and sit there and be like, I'm the shit, but I could get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as long as you keep that popping, I think there's always room for improvement, and people will end up rocking with you a lot longer because you're not worried about trying to be the greatest thing in the spot. Yeah, no, you be wilding, bro. You are limited to what you can type. You be wilding, young boy. You be wilding. So I'm about to start my medicine, and then we're gonna really get it cracking because fire. I actually found the link. Fire was the magazine that they produced. Okay. Again, I'm going to read a quick little thing about it, and then I'm actually going to put a link to the actual Fire, the actual magazine. You can actually read it for free from 1926. Langston Hughes, Zora, Neale, Hurston, Wallace Thurman, Aaron Douglas, Richard Bruce Nugent, Gwendolyn Bennett, and John P. Davis created Fire. All right. And you can actually buy a reproduction of it as well. But we're going to get into all that in a minute. So let me go ahead and share a little bit for you. Wish the gang was here. I know everybody be tired. They got shit to do. My black ass out here trying to be cute. Lock out. Make sure y'all can see that. All right. So quick little John. I'm just going to read the brief top real quick. Fire was an African American literary magazine published in New York City in 1926 during the Harlem Renaissance. The publication was started by Wallace Thurman, Zora Neale Hurston, Aaron Douglas, John P. Davis, Richard Bruce Nugent, Gwendolyn Bennett, Louis Grandison, Alexander Conti Colin, and Langston Hughes. The magazine's title referred to the burning up of old ideas, and Fire challenged the norms of the older black generation while featuring younger authors. The publishers promoted a realistic lifestyle, the vernacular language, and controversial topics such as homosexuality and prostitution. Many readers were offended, and some black leaders denounced the magazine. The endeavor was plagued by debt, and its quarters burned down, ending the magazine after just one issue. All right, so now, oh shit, I hope I ain't boring y'all to death. I know I could get boring. I just wanted to hurry up and go with that, John, because fire is actually a great idea. I'm not sure if everybody's with that. You know what I'm saying? That type of time where you getting together and putting, your shit together. I'm gonna put this link in the chat in a moment. I just wanted to show y'all what they was doing on at the time. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me know. I might hold on. Let me check with y'all real quick. Can y'all see that? You know what I mean? Put something in the chat if y'all can really see it. If you can't, I'll do some, magic real quick. Let me reduce it a little bit. Retrospect. The forward. I'm gonna just read the forward. Fire, flaming, burning, searing, and penetrating far beneath the superficial items of the flesh to boil the sluggish blood. Fire, cry of conquest in the night, warming those who sleep and revitalizing those who linger in the quiet places dozing. Fire, melting steel and iron bars, poking livid tongues between stone apertures and burning wood, opposition with a crackling chuckle of contempt. Fire, weaving vivid, hot designs upon a ebon bordered loom and satisfying pagan thirst for beauty unadorned. The flesh is sweet and real, the soul is inward flush of fire, beauty, flesh on fire in the furnace of life blazing. Fire, fire, Lord, fire gonna burn my soul. I like that. I like that. I likes that. Yeah, but the issue is that they was broke. Like when you read about it, they was robbing Peter to pay Paul to put that joint out, and it didn't really succeed. And so Harlem, the next magazine that they attempted, went in a little more conservative direction than Fire did. Fire was like stealing off on you, and Harlem was more like I'm gonna still beat your ass, but I'm gonna box with you a little bit. And so still didn't have much success there either. That might have been plagued by other shit. So I just, showing some little quick black history, black artists, what they was doing during the Renaissance. And with that, how it gives you an insight. Again, never take yourself too serious. You can always learn, you know what I mean? And how we praise our heroes, you know what I mean? Let's also try to remember that they just human beings too. And did anybody have any questions or anything in the chat before we keep moving forward? Told you I ain't gonna try to keep you that long tonight. I thought bro was gonna come on. I was gonna talk a little shit about something we read. He might be tired though. I know he having a stressful day. Probably most of y'all is. I ain't even blaze yet. I mean, take my medicine. Oh, man, who all in the chat? Say something. Holler at me. You got any questions and shit? Y'all want more about that Niggerati? Huh? Hmm? Yeah. Okay. Y'all scared of that? All right. I'm going to just put the link to Fire in there so y'all can go see it for yourselves and read through that. Y'all definitely need that in your life. It should be on your shelf. That is now out there for you. You know what I mean? Again, I ain't going to hold you too long. I don't want to bore you to death. Oh, no, I dig it, bro. If you on daddy duty, you got to do what you got to do. Again, we all real people. We got shit to do. It's already 11 on a weekday. Tomorrow, Friday. It's party time tomorrow. You know what I mean? Definitely. Definitely on fire. You know how that shit is. And so, you know what I mean? I just wanted to do something quick. Make sure we keep the name out there. Shout to the Black Brown Table. Shout to Niggerati Manor. Shout to Zora Neale Hurston. Um, Let me give her some props real quick too. She's she's an amazing woman. She was that good old anthropology skills she got. Boy, let me tell you. Now I'm reading about the voodoo part. Her story of Marie Laveau might be the best one I read. That big snake. What you know about that big snake shedding its skin? Mm-mm-mm. It was definitely dope. Also, let me not forget to put that link to his reader in there. Blacker. The blacker the berry. Actually, hit me up if you want the reader. I'm gonna put this other joint here. Negro Life in New York, Harlem, a lively picture of the popular and interesting section. Let y'all get that. Thurman Wallace was on that work too. And again, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer. I'm about to get out of here in about 10 minutes if y'all ain't really busy or really trying to get it in. And I ain't trying to go too crazy on y'all. I was gonna talk a little shit about that Negro church tonight too. But other than that, I was gonna tell you about them wild ass parties and shit they was throwing. Butt naked. Yeah. You ain't know your favorite artist was a freak ball. One boy like baby. One lady liked some ladies. They all got together, drunk some gin. Somebody made some babies. Mm-mm-mm. And that is, in a nutshell, the Harlem Renaissance. I'm just fucking around. But again, I ain't gonna go too crazy. Please hit the links on the playback. I want to thank y'all for showing up. Hope that was quick and interesting for you, real quick. I hope you read more about it. And if something comes up that strikes your fancy, bring it up to me. We'll definitely discuss that shit. And then we can keep building on black art and black artists and past, present, future and see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Say peace to everybody. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night.